Hey Abner, how you doing, buddy? Pretty good job. A section was great. I don't have any comments really. Keep doing what you're doing there. Just a few things on B. On measure 23, you played your G sharp half a beat too late. So make sure you count and you come in on the downbeat of 3. And then again in measure 31, going into 32, there is a little bit of hesitation from beat 3 of 31 into beat 1 of measure 32. But overall, nicely done. C, measure 6, or actually that's measure 49. You play a wrong note on beat 5. You play a C instead of a E. So make sure you fix that. Then again on 53, just double check what you're doing there. There's a little bit of wrong notes, and you just weren't very secure there on 53. So give that a good look. And then again in measure 65 on beat 7, double check what you're doing there because you played a wrong note. And then when you go from 66 into 67, the last A minor 11 chord, if you could just hit that just a little bit earlier, just like a hair earlier, something like. Except I think I played a wrong note there. Just a little bit earlier. Okay, D, there's a little more to talk about there. Right off the bat, going into measure 3, where are we? Where's D? Going into measure 3, there's a bit of a hesitation between your G on beat 8 and then the A when you go into 5th position. So if I start on measure 69, you got to make sure your transition to measure 70, you're strictly on beat 1 when you get to that A. There can't be any hesitation. Just like that. Okay, so watch that. And don't overshoot your 4th finger on that D. I think you hit a D sharp on beat 8. 71 was good. Okay, and then 72 and 73 you're rushing quite a bit. Based on the tempo you're playing this at right now, 72 and 73 should be like this. Okay, and a little more, practice before you send in this tape on 74 through 77, just to make sure that you're really secure in what your left hand's doing. I know you know how to do it. You've done it many times really well, so I don't think that was quite your best performance on that section. The rest of it was pretty good. And I would also suggest that you one more time, at least one more time before you send in your audition, you listen to it on that app, just to try to get really confident with all the rhythmic changes, especially going into 72. And then E, what are we doing? E. Okay, E. Make sure and measure 98 on the and of 1 on that D. You play that staccato as well. 99 into 100. Make sure on the and of 4, that A, where you go into that 1/3 bar G chord in 100, that there's no hesitation between those two notes. It should sound like this. Okay, 100 was good. 102. Just watch your finger in there. You weren't very secure in your notes. 102 and 103. So make sure you focus on that a good amount before you send in the tape. And then let's see. After that, yeah, I can't remember exactly what I said here. So if I recall, going into 109 and 110, right? 109, double check your rhythm. And then 109 going into 110, make sure you're hitting an open A on the downbeat of 110. You hit an open E. Okay, so we definitely don't want to do that. Also, 107 going into 108, you played your E in 108 too early. You played it almost on the downbeat instead of the and of 1. So be careful there. And then 112, make sure you're precisely hitting that note on the and of 1. You were a little late there. So if I start from a 111 and go into 112, make sure you're on the rhythm and play those fourths better than I did right there. And the rest of it, you did a real nice job with the last line. That was a difficult fingering, and you did it very nicely. So that's it. You're in good shape. There's just a few really focus on D and E, on the parts that I talked about. And I don't know if you're going to send me F, but I'm sure that's fine. But if you have a chance, send me F. All right, good luck.